Welcome to Oils in Modeling, the 18th installment of the Learning Series. This edition has everything to do with how to work with oil paints. Let's take a look at one of the chapters within this book a little more closely with this video, that being Chapter 7, Techniques with Oils, Outlining and Panel Lining. In this tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at Chapter 7, Outlining and Panel Lining from the Oils in Modeling from the Learning Series and AK Interactive. Now, often the panel lines and outlining is the very first step that at least I will use when starting to use my oil paints. This just gives the edges and the definition and the contrast to our models. It's a great starting spot. For this, I've used some darker oil colors. This happens to be Shadow Brown from the 502 Abdelong series, and I've thinned it down quite a bit using odorless spirits. The technique here is very similar to panel lining. I'm just touching the high points and allowing the paint to flow along the surface. The paint naturally collects and pools in the lower recesses, thus creating some natural shadows. Some of the versatility of oil paints comes at this stage right here. If you would like something more heavy, so more heavier concentrated shadows or even dirt buildup, just increase the opacity of your paints. That is, less thinner. One of the important benefits to keep in mind when using oil paints is that it is not just a single layer process. That is, we can build up our colors and our paint layers over time to create very complex effects. The effects can be changed by simply changing the thinner to paint ratio, making it thinner or thicker, or changing or adding colors as we move along through the process. In this stage, I've added burnt umber to my sepia tones just to give it a little bit more reddish or rusty effect. And one of the benefits of using the slower drying oil paints is that we can always go back and rework surfaces. We can add to or we can take away from just using a clean brush and some thinner. It's all up to you and how you want your final presentation to look. Volume number 18, Oils in Modeling from the Learning Series and AK Interactive. Check it out.